Here's 10 winning products that you need to be selling this October and for the rest of Q4. Online sales are literally going to go through the roof, and you have a massive opportunity right in front of you to build a life-changing business. Because if you can find a winning product, there is no reason why you can't scale your store to hundreds of thousands of dollars. And when I got started in e-commerce, it was right around this time in 2021. And by the end of that year, I had crossed over $392,000 in sales. And for the past 8 hours, I've been doing deep research on 10 winning products that I could deliver to you in this video. Product number 1 is wood stoves. If you look on my screen right here, you can see there is 51,000 searches per month on average over the trailing 12 months. But if you go look at the data more closely, you will see in November, the average searches per month is actually closer to 100,000. And in the summer, it's closer to 19. And the easiest way to have a lot of fast success in e-commerce is to sell a product with exploding demand. And as you can see, every Q4, wood stoves absolutely explode. So this is an excellent product to have on your store for the next few months. Product number 2 is electric fireplaces. They have a whopping 135,000 searches per month. And very much like wood stoves, you will see in November, that number is actually regularly over 300,000 searches per month. And using the high ticket dropshipping business model, all you need to do is you need to find these winning stores. And if you go to their brands, you can literally reach out and you can close these brands yourself and list them on your own store. This brand right here, Electric Fireplaces Depot, has done around $400,000 in sales in the last 30 days. And the thing about fireplaces is they usually have very high margins, like 40, 50%. So the take home profit here is probably in the hundreds of thousands of dollars for this store. Product number 3 is fire pits. In the fall months, people are kind of transitioning from being outside to being inside. But for the people who still want to spend time outside, they want to have fire pits that they can gather around with their friends and family at night. And as you can see, while it is less extreme than wood stoves and electric fireplaces, there is seasonality. You can see every November, there's peaks. There's peaks both in the spring and the fall, because that's when it's kind of chilly outside and people want to have a fire pit to keep them warm. And you can see there's a whopping 209,000 searches per month. And here, this store called Fire Pits Direct is a super successful fire pit store. And all you would need to do to find their brands and close them is scroll down here to brands, and you can see all the brands that they're selling. And you can personally reach out to these brands, ask them to become an online authorized retailer of their products. Product number 4 is massage chairs. So this one is a little bit unlike the other ones. They're exploding in demand at this time of year because of the weather. But very much like those items, massage chairs also skyrocket in demand this time of year. You can see every peak December and November. And the reason for this is the holidays. People want to buy massage chairs as gifts. And an excellent thing about massage chairs is they're very high margin. I have massage chairs for up to 70% margin on my store. So if I sell a $10,000 massage chair, I will take home between $6,000 and $7,000 from selling one item. So here, this store is a very successful massage chair only store called E-Massage Chair. And very much like the other stores, if you go to brands, you can literally reach out and sell these products on your store. And if we go to Shop Hunter, we can see E-Massage Chair has done about $200,000 in sales in the last month or so, which is obviously extremely strong, especially when you're selling items that have like 50, 60% margins. Product number 5 is saunas. We can see there's 95,000 searches per month, and they are a little bit seasonal, but overall, the demand is relatively steady. Saunas is much more stable, but there is some up and downs. And one other thing that I want you to take note of on the sauna chart is you can see over time, the demand is increasing up. Where something like fireplaces, there's very seasonal peaks, but the demand is staying relatively stable. Where something like saunas, there's actually an increasing trend over time, which is an even better, because that means the market's expanding. More and more people are searching for these. So here's a very successful sauna store called My Sauna World. If you go to our shop, you can see their brands, and you can literally reach out and close these yourself and list them on your store. And it looks like My Sauna World did on average about 160,000 in sales the last 30 days. Product number 6, we have gas fireplaces. So electric fireplaces, it's very easy to set up. You just pop it in your house, your wall, and it's electric, but they don't obviously get as hot as gas fireplaces. So gas fireplaces are a bit more pain to set up. Obviously the demand is much lower than electric, which is 135,000, but they're very high margin items. They're very expensive, and you can see they're very in demand this time of year. This store, Fire Pits Direct and Fireplaces Direct, are owned by the same company. But rather than having all their products on one store, they have 2 different stores for the different product types. So if you go to the bottom, you'll see that the other Fire Pits Direct is actually linked here. If you go to the bottom of Fire Pits Direct, you will see that Fireplaces Direct is linked here. So this is actually owned by the same company called Spotix. And the same thing, you can find their brands on this store, and you can reach out and close these and sell their products yourself. Product number 7 is furnaces. So we can see there's 59,000 searches per month, and they're very seasonal from when it starts getting colder in October all the way through February. So excellent product to sell. The one thing about furnaces is you probably won't find a lot of stores selling just furnaces. Kind of like wood stoves. You're not going to find woodstoves.com, but a store selling furnaces could also sell wood stoves. Like, it would make sense to have those sorts of items on the same store. And that brings us to product number 8, which is wine fridges. So this is probably the least seasonal out of any items on our list. But we can see that there are definitely peaks around the holidays. There's these little bumps. And the reason for that is because people are, again, like massage chairs, probably buying these as gifts for people. And also, like like saunas, we see a steep increasing trend over time. And here's an example of a successful wine store called the Wine Enthusiast. So all you really need to do is you can go down and you can find their brands and you can sell their products on your own store. Next is product number 9, which is espresso machines. So sort of like fireplaces and fire pits, when things get cooler, people want items to keep them warm. Well, not exactly like that. Espresso machines obviously make coffee, and coffee's hot. So during the winter months, people are more likely to want to drink hot coffee, and they would need an espresso machine to make it. So you can see that these peaks every November and December. It's probably a bit more of a mix. They're buying espresso machines both to keep them warm, but also as gifts. And there's a whopping 204,000 searches per month for these things. And very much like saunas, it is steeply increasing over time with a growing market, which is an excellent sign when you're looking to pick a niche. This store here, Majesty Coffee, they have all these excellent brands on their store that you can then reach out to. If you click all brands, and you can sell their products yourself using the high-ticket dropshipping model. Literally has all the brands you could possibly need right here to have a very successful coffee store. And if you look, they're doing on average $300,000 in sales in the last 30 days, which is excellent. And this brings us to our last product number 10, which is drones. You can see the demand is actually relatively stable, but there are always huge peaks during the holidays because people are buying these as gifts. And here's an example of a successful store, Unmanned Solutions, that sells drones. And they have all sorts of different drone brands that you could reach out to, and you could sell their products on your store. And obviously, finding a winning product is just one piece of the puzzle when you're building a successful dropshipping store. So if you want a complete A to Z guide on exactly how to do this in my 9-hour free training, click the video in the top right-hand corner of your screen. It will bring you right to my completely free course. It will show you everything that you need to do to get started with high-ticket dropshipping in the authorized retailer model. And if you're interested in building your own high-ticket e-commerce store working directly with me and my team, who definitely have the most case studies out of any program in the last 10 months, then click the link in my description, apply to work with us. And if you took any value at all from this video today, I would greatly appreciate your support. If you could hit the like button below, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you on another video soon, dropping a ton of value. Peace.